know say the problem they come from Oga Jagaban Emilokon, but if we begin doing from state to state, you get, and based on that pattern, a young man, you get, instinct in go like feed the pain of my youth, they hungry. I'm a graduate, I went to school, I'm done serving, and I'm working for somebody with little or no salary. If say Nigeria better, I believe I supposed to stay in good position, but because say everything for the place get the way it be, now why they do sales work, which I no plan to do. I studied accounting and I graduated well. I suppose they work for bank or one kind of better firm. But the matter be say, who want give you work? Because Nigeria now, who know person, they give person job. And I no get papa, so and automatically I don't know person. When go give me person contact, when go give me job. But if it be say our leader now na president, he dey pay na for a house, he go dey pay na say, people when they outside, they hungry. So like this now, make them share am. I know say if they come out or promise us everyone else, but last we know they see anything. So since the ones when we don't they give the vote ever since no give us anything, may we give another one more see how the matter one be.
As you don't understand votes like this, you believe say INEC go do waiting, go count this thing well?
INEC na jagba they do. Na jagba because you know it's sweet for them. Because if it's sweet for them, as their president something say, make them no do and where. Therefore say no and no do and where based on it's sweet for them. So like this, Nigeria now where person for see chop, now for the chop. So because say that they find money now they want to buy rice. My neighbor tell me the other day say wife go buy rice 110,000. So because say they want to see rice shop, they want to see Gary when one rubber banana 3,000-4,000 shop. As you tell them, they do one, so they'll see do one. So Nigeria now, with all of us, they pray now, make Nigeria better. If it's sweet for you, it's sweet for me. Everybody will do all right. Yeah. I remember when they sell one rubber of Gary 400, 350. All of us do all right now. See, get the time when we'll go market, we'll buy rice, we'll buy fish 150. We'll still shop where like big man begin. All of us do all right. So since like this now, based on everything, the way everything come they do, no day like that. I don't blame my neck because now we're the one for shop. That's still the thing.
As I don't Benin say they voice they are the I don't know be Lagos. I don't know be Lagos. What did they mean by that one?
I don't know be Lagos. I believe they say Jagaban ain't get Lagos. So be like Jagaban, they try. I don't know be Lagos in the sense that what did they happen for that side, no if it happen for you. You get so what everybody feel say if it too, we go benefit all of us, me all of them do one. Now be like this now the way me take on this feed, best don't tell me what to do. If you give me small thing, I'll collect and I'll take press, normal. But you don't have to tell me what to do. You get so now so now it's supposed to be. Now so now the matter you reach. Now so it be.
Did you see that Monday Pobolo, the APC governorship candidate? If they rig me, it is not because if they succeed. It is not because Oshiomhole and INEC have all the power to rig him in. There are actual people that are voting for him. Yeah. I mean, to pay back over donkey for disappointing them is to reward an incompetent person that could barely express himself, your governor. I mean, you've seen those ones where people express them. They will say, what about those ones where people express themselves? What did they do? I write. Edo states, listen to this. So, the most educated states in Nigeria is Imo State. Next, most educated people in Nigeria, they are Edo. It used to be the Yorubas, but no thanks to the criminals in charge of the Southwest Nigeria who have destroyed education, especially in the last 25 years. They've destroyed education enough that we are no longer educated region or educated people in Nigeria. So Edo people are the second most that having somebody like that who could barely express himself, somebody who is going to be a front for other political criminals, is just a key. It's going to be the master key. For those who want to kind of access your, your commonwealth. Well, a lot of you have the choice to make, and what they want you to do for them is just to help validate it. You understand what that means, right? It doesn't need all of you to vote for him. It just needs few of you. The rest will be written, right? And that's all it takes. When it becomes your governor, you can possibly just get yourselves ready for the shaggy that is coming on. I'm not saying others are probably better or not. At least somebody who have the mind of his own, somebody who can actually read through, documents in front of him and make an informed decisions that will likely affect millions of your lives in those states. It's such a shame, bro. It is, but it is what it is. Listen to the other part of what happened across those states. This morning in this year, Edo Decide. I gather all of them together. Okay, this one is not that long.
And what we gathered here is that the voting is still ongoing and it's very peaceful. And most people have already voted and left here. These ones here, mostly youths from this community, said they are waiting for, they've already voted. They say they are waiting for the prime time of 2:30 when counting will commence. And they said it went on well. So let's speak to one of them to ascertain how it went on. And it's still going. So tell us how did it go?
I'm Honorable Ediemovo. Actually, the INEC meeting and the election was very peaceful here, as you can see. We're only waiting for the prime time of 2:30. So we start counting the vote.
Okay. So what of the beavers machine and everything?
I think the beaver machine was okay. I think I commend the INEC for that. We will not have a beaver problem as far as this unit is concerned.
Thank you. Thank you very much. So we'll still give you updates as it unfolds.
There is no need that Labour Party is here. There is no need that Labour Party is here. Understand? There's no need that Labour Party is here. Because now PDP, including officers, Jaka had to vote. I had to wire, and yes, was that. What then I go now? Labour Party so who in election. Don't do PDP in election at GTC.
A GTC kind of GTC kind of
GTC kind of. What are you? Before you not more than 100 times, including the workers. Including in the NSEC. Jaka had to the vote. So you have not away Urobana, Labour can never, Labour Nawago. I know don't why I have to sign a result. You could arrest my case.
I don't tell him to vote, Eba. Why have you ever told him to vote? Why have you ever told him to vote? Why have you ever told vote?
See their brothers, so their brothers, so no, if person don't get card, you no go vote. If person don't go vote, you no go vote. Who no get card, you no vote. If you don't have card, you cannot vote. You cannot vote. Anybody that have no card, you no vote. Honor your voting.
Not be your brother will come to here and beg.
You know that we have 4,519 polling units across the 18 local government. And so far, we have deployed 4,622 beavers to the various local government. And we also have backup of 660 beavers. For them, we have trained the operators for the beavers. They are set. And the idea is they will vote. Beavers is to accredit the voters, to know the total number of voters that to vote at that level, that polling unit. After that, then the voters will now start voting. At the end of the day, they will count the result, and it will be uploaded to our IRS. That is the stage we are now. So be rest assured that we'll conduct an election that we can call our own.
Okay, I know Cynthia is about to take over. I just want you to confirm. So are you saying that this election is going to be, the results will all be transmitted electronically? Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes. Unless there is no network in that place. That is only, if not, it will be transmitted.
Unless. Anyway, I have shown you a lot going on today in their supposed charade election. In some places, they have already started collating the results. They've concluded voting where there has not been any much skirmishes, right? They've concluded voting. They've started counting. And in some places, they've even started announcing the results. Not so many, like a few places where they've concluded. And in other areas where they've not been able to vote at all, they have extended the voting time. All of these are going to come in the subsequent report later this evening. Just so you know that if you think they have an election in Edo State today, you are totally wrong. They are not having real election. They are having the usual chaotic charade where a winner is going to be announced, you know, whether you like it or not. A winner will be announced. And when that winner is announced, whoever disagrees will be advised to go to court. So I won't conclude without acknowledging the virtually impaired voters who were also provided for to participate. I'm talking about people who can't really see, indeed, like this guy.
This is Unit 5 in Okaigbe Primary School, Ewogili, Eastern Southeast Local Government Area. And voting and accreditation are still ongoing simultaneously, despite the fact that it is over 2 p.m. in the afternoon, the official time for voting to end. However, INEC cannot officially close shop until the last person on the queue here has cast their ballots. The delay has been attributed to late arrival of voting materials and INEC officials. However, the process, the exercise is ongoing smoothly. In this sort of situation, it is usually difficult for persons living with disability to participate in the exercise. I am here, luckily enough, with one of them. He's in this unit. He's one of the over 4,000 persons living with disability that's registered for this 2024 governorship election. Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon, madam.
Yes, he is visually impaired. What's your name?
My name is Comrade Ababu.
All right, so for a visually impaired person who has participated, you have voted, right?
Yes.
So for a visually impaired person who has participated in the election, what was it like for you?
Well, coming here today, I can categorically say that the election has been peaceful, friendly, the environment is very friendly. Although this is not my first time voting here, this has been holding a unit for a very long time, so the environment is very familiar with me. But the only little issue I have with the officials today is for me to advise them or encourage them to always tell the agents to let them know that there are people like me on the queue or that actually want to vote so that they can actually give us that space. But apart from that, I think I know that the election has been very peaceful and everybody is really cooperating with the INEC officials and also the court member and the security agencies.
All right. So, any other word for other persons living with disabilities who might be, be scared to come out to vote because maybe they might be worried that they might not be given the treatment they want? What's the word for them?
Yeah, for me, as I said, I'll be voting here, and it's kind of a family affair. Everybody is familiar with me, and for those who are not in the rural area, for example, those in the urban area, I know it's kind of stressful, and the world is well overpopulated. Because of that, they may be thinking that the crowd may be too much for them to navigate their way to the polling booths to cast their votes. But I want to use myself as an example to them is that as far they get there, they should try to introduce themselves. They shouldn't be shy. They shouldn't be scared. Be free to introduce yourself to the officials, and with that, they can give you the necessary assistance for you to cast your vote. So there's no issue for any PWD, especially visually impaired, to cast your vote as far you are well informed and you also carry out a proper introduction to the people in charge of it.
All right, many thanks. And there you have it. We are hopeful that as the process goes on, it will be easier.
If you're visually impaired, you can participate in their elections. You just kind of get assisted by them. Some people were wondering that there were Igbo-speaking Edo-lites. Yeah, Edo is such like, it's like in the middle. Okay, so like Obadonki put it yesterday, it's like a transit state. If you are moving from the west to the east and to the north, you will pass through Edo. And similarly, the way they craft, they kind of, craft and cut out the states. You have the Igbo-speaking part of Edo State. You have the Yoruba-speaking part of Edo State. The Benin, the Asian, the, so many sort of ethnic or tribal groups in Edo that makes up the Edo states as a state. Okay, so that is what we have from Edo State so far this morning till 2 p.m. I think this afternoon. Now the collation and all that for the rest of the day will come later this evening. Okay, so that's their elections. They will say chaotic, stressful, and like any of their charade you've witnessed in the past, nothing has changed. Nothing will change. And yeah, this is the circular released by INEC this afternoon. That they are extending the voting time, extension of voting time in areas where the process commenced late. I don't think they actually put out the list of areas where the election started late, but they just gave a blanket statement, issued a blanket statement where people are made to believe that, listen, if you haven't been able to participate so far, you will still be able to. They are aware in some of those areas, okay? So they said our monitoring indicates early commencement of polls in many polling units, but there are also reports of late commencement in some locations. To ensure that no voter is disenfranchised, the Commission wishes to reiterate that in line with our regulations and guidelines, voting will be extended wherever it commenced late and will continue until the last voter on the queue who arrived at the polling unit by 2:30 p.m. has voted. Accordingly, we have drawn this attention of our office in Edo State to ensure that where necessary, there is adequate power supplies from our backup electric generators in the affected polling unit or ward collation centers. So to everybody who is familiar with their games, this is just the first part. The next part is going to be the collation, as well as which a lot of people will go to the collation centers. Collation centers is where they always flex muscles. For instance, the federal police or the military, they can prevent other political parties from entering the collation center and at the local government level, and that's where they believe the rigging will also take place before an announcement is made. And if they want to finish everybody totally, they will not announce the results in Edo State. It will be announced in Abuja. I'm not saying that's the plan, but if you are familiar with their games, right? So don't be surprised if that should happen, okay, later today. So I would want to open the line just to see that if you are watching this broadcast from anywhere or any part of Edo State today, and you have you as an eyewitness have something to tell us how it went and something you think we should know, the line will be opened for the next few minutes. And if we do not have any from Edo State who want to add something to this conversation today, we can always postpone that to later this evening, okay? But I am going to take a short break now. And when I come back, in fact, hang on, before I even take a short break, I think there is this statement made by the Labour Party scribe, especially Ahmed Datti yesterday, plus their new caretaker transition chairman, Nenandi Usman. I'm talking about Labour Party here. I will add that statement to this before I go on break. Ahmed Datti talking about, the battle they are fighting and why they believe that they have a chance of turning the corner on APC and PDP. Not only just now, in fact, in the future as well. Let's go listen.
To save Nigeria. The factors that led to the necessity of having this caretaker committee, again, are all too clear. Everything is backed by legitimate news. INEC had their misgivings to the extent that they had reached. That was a call for the responsible authorities to take the right steps. I'm so happy to be here to say that all the needful were done. I, like many Nigerians, feel we've been rescued. Now we have form. Now we have purpose. Now we have direction. We also have legal backing to ourselves. This committee is going to create what will give Nigerians yet another platform to replace what I call complete failure. The months are ticking. 1 week from the commencement of campaigns. This underscores the need to have the greatest political party in Africa. I'm saying this with all confidence because PDP or other parties used to pride themselves to be the biggest political parties in Africa until we met them at the battlefront. Be they two, be they great, be they big, be they rich. When they felt the heat, they resorted to switching off IREV. When they felt the heat, they resorted to writing the results and returning it manually. Finally, they breached the Constitution, changed the meaning of English language, just because of Labour Party. Labour Party, please, I invite you to realize what you are. I invite us, I remind us what we are. We're a force never seen before in African history. No. Let me remind us that. With all sense of modesty, Labour Party did what has never been done. In 1999, there was a military government backing and supporting PDP. That's how they lasted 16 years. Nobody backed Labour Party. We had our prayers, we had the support of God Almighty, we had each other. He is in Nigeria. Never be scared about what you see. The numbers in the Senate are not correct. Likewise in the House of Reps, likewise in the state assemblies. The votes of His Excellency Peter Obi and myself, don't be disappointed, they are not our votes. We got 10 million plus. Labour Party, believe in ourselves. I'm saying this because the key to success, first of all, is to know